So then let's get started and create our first HitFilm Express project. To do this, all we need to do is open up HitFilm Express. You'll see that I'm running HitFilm Express version 12. There may be a different version out by the time you're watching this. If there gets too far ahead, I'll update the course, but it should be generally the same flow to create your first project. You'll see that there's a bunch of stuff to basically learn how to do different things in HitFilm Express. Over here are the add-on packs. Like I said, the editor is free. However, you can add things like VFX, things like lightning, and you've got neon light, which is a really neat one. You've got 360 stuff, you got motion tracking stuff, you got all this stuff that you can add to HitFilm, but you don't need to do that to use this. We go up here to the new button. This will be a list of all of our projects. This is just an example one I created. You'll see that it's right here. If I click on that, it'll open it, or I can click new and it'll create myself basically a sequence setting dialog box right here. From this, we can then just set our sequence. A lot of times if you're going in and you recorded in 39 frames per second, you could come in, or 29 frames per second, you can come in here, go right to the 29.97, click it, and it'll go ahead and set everything for you. But not the most important, because we can change this stuff later on and it'll actually adjust for us if we allow it to in certain circumstances. So we're gonna go ahead and click OK on that, and you'll notice up here it does say untitled project. Make sure to save it right when you begin. You don't want a project to go unsaved and then to lose a lot of work. So if I go into here, I can just give this a name. We can give it, let's say, import footage right here. And so that's going to be our project. What we're going to be learning is import footage, so that's the project name. Now, to import footage, we need to go ahead and navigate down here in the bottom left. There's going to be this tab right here that says media. You'll notice you can't actually remove the media down here, so it should be somewhere in one of these views. Just find the media and make sure you're good to go. Once we have the media selected, we then have the ability to import right here. We can also find it, like if we have a second screen, and drag the footage in there and it'll add it like that. But we're gonna just click the import button and you'll see it navigates onto my drive and whatever last folder was opened up. So I have this video that I've downloaded. I can now drag this over. So once it's imported, I can drag it onto my sequence, and you'll see that we have video 1, audio 1. So these are our tracks. So this is a video layer. Above it is another video layer. We can't really get to it right now because we don't have anything up there. But if we drop it here, it'll create that second video layer. And then it's asking us, the editor sequence settings differ from the clip that we were adding. If the reason for this is that this is 30 frames per second and I'm on 29.97. So I'm gonna go ahead and click OK. And now the sequence settings will be adjusted so that we are all good to go. Once I have the footage dragged over, I can then begin scrubbing through it and watching it up here in this preview panel. And you can see it's a slow motion view of a horse running through, looks like a field with some snow on it. From here, you'll see that this video did not have any audio in it. If there was audio, it would go down here in this audio track, and we'll cover a lot of that later on. Once we added it and actually created a new video track, you'll see that there's this scroll bar over here. So now we can go up and down over here. If we want to create more video tracks, just right click, insert track, and you'll see now we have video 3. If we want to delete a track, right click, delete track, same for the audio. You'll also notice that over here we have a whole bunch of effects. So this is all the stuff that we can add onto our footage. You'll notice that if we open up some of them, we do have add-on green buttons here, and all that means is that you'll have to purchase something if you want to use those effects. But overall, we have a generous amount of effects for a free program that we can add. Overall, for example, we have a lot of color correction even that we can add onto our footage without having to pay anything. So this is a great editor for all of that. But that's the basics of this software. Let's keep diving into it so you can learn more about this and how to actually begin editing.